Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the VFA match of the round. And for the first time in a very long time, I think, the ABC cameras are at Oakleigh to see a team we haven't seen this season. They were the premiers in second division last year. They've made the move up to first division competition, and it's good to see them this afternoon with the season coming towards the finals. And we're having a look at Sandringham today. Also, we haven't seen a lot of them during season 1989. Well, the top five, as far as the teams are concerned, it's settled, though the final makeup still to be decided over the last few weeks of regular season competition. So today's teams, well, battling for a bit of a pride as we take a look at their relative positions on the ladder. 11th and 10th for Sandringham and Oakleigh, just separated by 2% going into this match today. The both teams finishing, well, so far 4 games out of the final. They've both won 6 games. Well, as far as the finals are concerned, the season's over for both teams, but with Sandringham just those 2% ahead of the Oaks, there's plenty of incentive for Brian Quirk's boys.
Oh yeah, we're looking at it as a confidence builder at this stage of the year because we want to finish on a positive note. If we win today, there's a chance of us going to 8th position, so that's something that we can aim at.
What's it been like? Premiers last year to come into first division. You're probably the best person to comment on the difference.
Well, it's been a difficult year, and something that I've always said to the players is that we want to gain the respect of these other first division clubs. And that's what we've really aimed at, to be a competitive unit. And all right, we've let ourselves down on various occasions, but we've had some very good matches throughout the year.
Well, Oakleigh's form seems to have dropped as the grounds have deteriorated. On the other hand, Sandringham's seems to have improved. They've won their last 3 in a row. I asked Coach Bob Keddie, what was the improvement?
I think it's a matter of us being able to balance our side out to find out, first of all, the players who really did want to play for Sandringham. And having done that, players have been able to settle into positions and we've become a bit more consistent. Their confidence is up at the moment, but we're minus a couple of key players today and we're going to have to work very, very hard. Oakleigh beat us and humiliated us the first time, and so we've got something to work
I'm sure Hubby there on screen will put in a resounding performance a little bit extra.
And Eves has got the job on Preto, 13 away from his century for the season, so that's going to be a duel to watch this afternoon. Oakleigh going from left to right in this first term, the breeze coming from the south across the ground, going towards the Warrigal road end, which is to the right, just giving you some orientation here at Warrawee Park Oval. And a very sticky centre, so the bounce taking place over on the Princess Highway side of the ground, and that's where we're situated watching it this afternoon. Pretty ugly sort of mauling opening, and I think a free kick's been picked out to get things moving more than anything. So it's Oakleigh into attack, and it's the captain, Smith, driving it forward. Wrestled clear by Clyburn Gatiss. Is there going to be a free kick for him? No. Colours look a little bit similar, plenty of yellow in evidence. Of course, the Oaks in the violet crumble colours as Cunningham flies in the ruck. Ball comes loose to Ryan. Handball's back into the middle of the pack. Fed out. And away goes Sandringham. Finally taking control of it. Bolte. And he had a little bit of time, but the umpires this afternoon having to contend with packs forming in this early part of play. Shane Nolan and Andrew Coates umpiring this afternoon. Could be a free kick for Sandy. So the Zebras to take it, and it's Frank Regolo. Good strong mark, difficult one. And wearing 48 today, that's Eddie Fisher, the centreman. And he brings up the first score of the afternoon, a behind for the Zebras. And the skipper couldn't find his target. A few strange numbers out there. Eddie Fisher's wearing 48 for Sandringham. Anthony Allen wearing 24 today. And Sean Dunkley wearing 32. So even some Sandringham supporters might be a little bit at sea as to the personnel this afternoon. Ball goes back from Carty. Smith goes again. Got the shove.
Tough competitor, Terry Smith. Good, solid player.
And the
good leader.
Finding Briggs, handing off to Cunningham. Bit of passage from the Oaks. Another chance for Lowe. Good mobility, the big fellow. Dyson hands it off. Cliven Gatiss took his eyes off the ball. And they've missed a golden opportunity.
Yeah, went begging there, Pete. Their lead-up play was quite good. When they run the ball, they look a little bit more oomph.
Yeah, it was interesting. Oakleigh were very quiet in their build-up, so their supporters are saying they're been a little bit slow to start on some days.
Well, Sandy got class players around the ground. You've got the likes of Allen, who can use the ball very well, and they've got the big timber as well. I think Philby should have marked that ball just earlier.
Cunningham knocks the ball away from Bealby. Battersby put Bolte under pressure. Came loose, though, into the hands of Carbuio. Off to Bolte, who's giving them plenty of run off half-back, but they're falling down at half-forward. Ryan slipped over. Off to Regolo. Tackle from Clibben Gaitis. This is low. Keeping it low. Good chance for them. Can he double back onto it? Owen. Good toe. Again, he takes his eyes off the ball. Calling out for it was Carbuio. Low from 40 metres. First goal still to be brought up after 10 minutes of play. First score on the board for Oakleigh.
Showed good strength, Low. I'm quite impressed with this big lad. It's one thing about Dyson Ross, he doesn't need many opportunities because he's a prodigious kick, and there we saw from about 55 metres out. Distance not a problem at all. It's just the accuracy.
And forward pocket, this is Low. It's a right footer. He's searching for Dyson, finds him. Courageous mark under great pressure in the pocket.
Yes, I think for Oakleigh to have a real chance, Dyson will have to turn in virtually a best on-ground performance. He's certainly capable of it. The distance won't be a problem here either.
Apparently he's been averaging in the vicinity of 40 possessions a week, Phil.
Yes.
Now the breeze, you can see the flag in the background. A gentle one from left to right. So
gentle?
It's cold, but it's not very strong, Sam. As light rain begins to fall, he allows for the breeze. And offhands are rushed behind. Mark Eves doing well on Reno Preto.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, Ross, that he is opting for the front position, which is a good tactic, using the body, and he's got the height advantage. Preto's not a leaper. So it'll be a very interesting contest.
Eves from fullback. And all of a sudden they're up to half forward. Sandringham, good strong mark.
Howard the
playing
captain.
well. Ball knocked away. That's Dalrymple handing it off. And umpire keeps the whistle down. Off the ground, it's through. Enders taking the opportunity, and the first goal comes up after 12 minutes, and it's scored by Sandringham. They lead by 6 points.
Well, they certainly had to work hard for it. Here we see it on screen. Enders there going over the top.
Can they make the most of it this time, Sandy? Good running from Ryan. Oh, nice dummy. McKay's the target. Fisher got the ball back nicely to Allen. No score with that one.
Good pass.
Yes. Spotted the teammate over there. And marked right on the line by Hanks, I think.
Almost number 2 to Enders from the angle. So Hanks is a tall fellow too. Out to half-back. Oh, that could be 50.
Oh, yes.
It's a bad one. Glenn Howard will be right in the teeth of goal now.
They are silly free kicks to give away, aren't they? Just totally unnecessary.
And I think it's a vice-captain, Michael Owen.
Owen, yes. You can see Howard take the mark, and Michael Owen, whoops-a-daisy.
And he's a lovely guy, Mike Owen, too, I might confess. He'll be very, very disappointed with himself there.
Oh, I think the umpires were very harsh to pay it then.
Oh, no, it was warranted, Peter. I guess it's...
You really are screwing up the Oakleigh supporters,
No,
aren't you?
I'm not. I know Mike Owen personally, actually.
Cunningham favoured by the bounce. Let's see if they can wrestle clear. Briggs couldn't through the mud. Now, Garbuio. Preto arrived. It again can't beat Eves. Here's Low. Clever tap. Who was that?
Owen, I think.
I think it might have been. Yes, he pats Low on the back, and they come over to congratulate him. It was Owen, so he's made up for it a little bit, Sam.
The ledger square, Peter, and what intelligent play by Low. You know, very, very team-orientated, knocked the ball out to Low. We'll see it on replay here shortly. And it was an excellent snap, too, from about 40 metres, too. See Preto contesting there. And look, Lowe did very well here, knocking the ball out. Obviously, the call came from Owen.
Pressure on. They get away. Dalrymple. And they're getting well out from Regolo. Keddie ridden into the ground. It's a bad one. And Keddie takes the free at half-back. Lead from Philby. And he ends up with it just inside, over the top. Oh, there's a tiggy touch with free kick taken by Frank Regolo.
Playing a very opportunist game, Frank Regolo.
That was very clever.
Yes.
Played for that free kick beautifully. Looks to square it, as he should. Numbers even. Howard, top mark. Came from behind the pack, and all of a sudden, he was in front. A good pair of hands.
He's got a bit of height about him too, Howard, isn't he? He'd be about a 6'1", and as you say, Peter, very good hands and skills.
And an accurate kick. 2 goals for Glenn Howard. And we'll have a bounce on the outer side of the ground. Well, I've got no doubt who Debbie Byrne's favourite player in the Oakleigh lineup would be. Martin Melody.
Oh, dear, oh dear.
Gee, why didn't I think of that earlier? Of course, Peter.
Dalrymple.
But then again, that's why you're the headmaster.
Smith on his wrong foot, the centre wing. And Michael Owen. Well, there's a check side kick. Beautifully done to Dyson. Over the top. And lining up is low, and he has no trouble. He's threatened for a while to put a goal on the board.
What a superb kick by Mick Owen.
Good hands by Dyson too, Sam, on the left hand.
Yeah, that was a very, very promising move.
Don't often see a pass like that, though.
No, you don't.
Do not.
It was interesting that when the ball does get down, Eves is not prepared to run out. We see Dyson with the left hand.
And Lowe's played very, very well this quarter.
And
even
Eves,
though Joe Regolo's got a few possessions, Lowe's got on top
centre
there.
half forward. Going towards Howard. He's in front, doesn't quite get second grab. Smith with strength.
And earned a free kick.
been around for a while, Sam.
Yes, a very good play, Terry Smith. Very tough and always gives you 100%. A fine leader, Terry Smith.
Hilliard. They've got the numbers there, Oakleigh. Cunningham running into a brick wall in the form of Keddie. Slipper sunk in by, I think it was Bealby that got that one forward. And Sandringham makes something of it. Here's Regolo. Pressure coming from Todd. And he's been buried over there.
Well, he's a panel beater. I think he's been panel beaten there on the boundary line. Frankie, never short of a word too, especially if he's playing well.
Which he is at the moment.
He's probably got the Porsche parked out the front too.
Minute into time on. Smith on as far as Keddie. What can he do? Fisher. A very congested forward line. Oh, the roving from Enders. He's got another one in the 10-metre square. 2 goals for Royce Enders, 2 for Glenn Howard. That equals 4 for Sandringham.
Still Enders was unattended in the base of the pack.
Pretto. Too much strength, Reeves, on that occasion.
It's been coming for a while. That ball just sat right for Big Reno, and he's able to use the hips very nicely. Well, actually, a bit of arm and hip there to push it. That's his favourite trade or favourite marking form.
87 goals so far for the year. And that makes 88, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It's off the side of the boot. A bad kick. I did a Malcolm Blight and got confused between the goal post and the point post.
I was wondering, something wrong with you?
Well, there is, but, you know.
Didn't really have a great deal of confidence in himself.
So he's being picked up by Brett Hanks too, which takes a bit of sting out of Oakleigh's game, because Hanks can play very well up around half-forward flank, but without the height, they've had to play him in defence.
Good mark from Todd. Battersby got the ball forward to him. Now here's Hanks. Kick going a little bit further than he would have liked, but they still might get away with it. Dyson's handball. Garbuio. Melody got a bit of a hand on there to Dyson. He's found the loose low. Plenty of time to take his time. And has he just sneaked it in? He has. Second goal for Lowe.
And almost a carbon copy of a goal that was scored in the first quarter by Dyson, handballing the ball over the top here we see on screen.
Isn't that
a left-handed hand pass? Yes, Phil?
Very long handballer, Sam, isn't he, Dyson? He really sets the play up well. And as I said earlier, if he can have a big game around the middle of the ground, he'll keep Oakleigh alive. We see the handball again there. He chose the second option, Lowe, who was further away than the first player, obviously. He's able to set up a goal.
It's a rhetorical question, obviously. 6 points, the lead to the Zebras. Eves?
I'm speechless.
Supporters always know, don't they? Garbuio into space. Owen back to Garbuio, making hard weather of it. Well, now time to steady, straighten up. And what do you know? Scores a level. 2 quick goals to Oakleigh in this second quarter.
He's played well, Garbuio, hasn't he, since the bounce to start
Kicked a
the
lot of
second
goals
quarter?
in recent weeks, Glenn Howard. He needs to be watched. Now the back, Cunningham.
He's a good, reliable player for Oakleigh, Cunningham.
No, a tireless workhorse. Phil is an ungainly
Very
looking customer.
too.
Over the top.
Gets through a lot of work.
And this direct style of play by Oakleigh. Over the head, Dyson pounces on it. Skill to screw it back on the left foot is not good enough. He was under pressure from Andrew Pratt.
The minor weakness in his game is that he's Kevin Dyson. That is, he's not quite that fast, or not quite a quick player.
Well, he's in the same boat as you, Kevin Dyson, not wanted by Carlton, Phil.
Well, there's been some great players rejected. I'm not one of them.
Eves, nearly to the centre square. Good strong mark from Lowe. Bit of the Barry Roundabout, this bloke. Just
I'm quite impressed with him, Peter.
size, yeah. Good thinker too, I think.
Yes. And a 50-metre penalty. This will certainly put him well within scoring distance. And a chance for the Devils to poke their nose in front.
8th possession for Colin Lowe.
Scores couldn't be closer, Sam, could they?
Yes.
Point the difference.
Look at that threatening sky over in the Mulgrave direction. Lowe, 3 kicks for goal, 3 goals, and they are in front, the Oaks. And that's taken until the 7.5 minute of the second quarter for that to happen.
He's been the best forward on the ground without a doubt, and if not the best player on the ground at this point in time.
It's a good grab.
Very strong.
Joe Regola doing his best to punch the ball away with the left hand, but just slightly out of position then. Well, it's a nice tight encounter.
It is, and Dick Williams sitting over there in Mulgrave as a Sandy supporter. He won't be too pleased. Surrendering an early lead. Now umpire Nolan. The bounce. Billy wins it to Allen. He's a classy player. Long kick into the pocket. Thumped away by Atherton. Still in play. Philby. The centering kick. But Oakleigh grabbed the front position. It's Smith. They're still under pressure. Oh. Fisher has a snap at goal, but the umpire's found a free kick going Sandy's way.
It missed, I think, didn't it?
I think it's a goal.
You're right, Phil. He's just squeezed it in. Eddie Fisher wearing number 48. Good snap under pressure.
That was tremendous passenger play by Fisher. He was under a lot of pressure, as you say, Ross. And we'll see it here on replay. Ooh, got through plenty of traffic there.
Gee, I didn't really see a free kick there, but still.
There's that premiership flag from last year.
It's more like a cross breeze.
Second division. It is almost a cross breeze. Slightly left of screen. That's the way Oakleigh are going. Here they go. Through Garbuio. Through the middle. And Low in front. Well, that was nicely judged because Regolo seemed to misread it.
I think you're allowed for that wind you've been talking about, Ross. I think Ed Maher would be a bit worried about you, actually. Your knowledge of the weather is impeccable.
His brother Edwin might be worried as well.
Now, Colin Lowe has 3 of Oakleigh's 5 goals. He stabs at it. Peter McKenna style. But it's straight. That's what really counts.
5 points the difference in favour of Oakleigh. As Fisher gets Sandy forward. Knock from Bolty. Battersby couldn't make contact, but Dyson's there. Low in front of Regolo. Used the body again well. No one going past, though. Carty. Howard.
Has the mark, let him go!
Manning up just a little bit better at the moment, Oakleigh, and holding Sandringham up. Oh, use of the body from Irwin, who's just come on from interchange. Nowhere for Battersby to go. Oh, well smothered there by Atherton. He's caught the whole time, tried to get up out of the tackle, holding the ball. And it's Irwin directly in front who will shoot for goal.
That's hard lines, that, Peter. Gee, he did very well intercepting, because that was a certain goal if he hadn't have intercepted. Sandringham had players en masse streaming goalwards. I thought he was treated very harshly there. I think the ball up would have been the right decision then.
Irwin's just replaced McKay in the last 2 minutes. His first kick of the match is a goal. They're back in front. Lead has changed 4 times in this quarter.
In white, and he's always right.
Ooh. Melody. Palm off by Cunningham to Hilliard with the sleeves through the middle, leaving Regolo behind. Now goes for the pass. Oh, Clibben Gatus waited for it, and he's done all right in the end. He's put it through, and Oakleigh now back in front by 5 points.
That's the 6th time then, Ross. The lead has changed this quarter. And fine play there by Hilliard, running the ball up. This intelligent player's little chip over the top. Excellent play and a fine goal. Kick by Clibben Gatus.
Yeah, he does the right thing, Wes Hilliard. The kick, Hilliard, I should say, the kick wasn't a great one, but still effective.
Cabuio gets them forward. Knocked out of the hands of Lowe. Preto.
Oh!
It came back beautifully. Second goal for Reno Preto. And they stretch the lead to 10 points.
Oh, and has that sparked the Oakleigh crowd.
And I heard
they'll have nothing more. Oh, sorry, Ross.
No, sorry, Sam. Someone in the crowd yelled out, "Just an ordinary footballer," just in front of us.
Yes. There's no prize for guessing who's their favourite son here.
Certainly ain't
I
you,
say so?
Sammy boy.
In forward pocket, out from Briggs to Smith. Now this will be a long kick. No, it won't. He chooses a short option. It was a good one to Clibben Gatus. I thought he wanted to go on, or that he does. The hand pass is bad. Hilliard gets out of trouble. Well done. Clibben Gatus running onto the football. Soccers it up towards Lowe with Philby, and Lowe wins that. Then he slips, unfortunately. Very wet, close to the boundary. Must be free kick. No, it isn't. The umpires have put their whistles away. Dyson up towards Preto. 1 out. Good punch away by Eves. Loose ball. Oh, there's a free kick. Had to do it, I suppose. Michael Owen will get it.
Picture tells the story, Ross. You're right. But certainly, Oakleigh are exposing Sandringham's obvious lack of pace. A bit top-heavy.
Now, Michael Owen has kicked 1 goal. Oakleigh added 4 goals for the quarter. Sorry, 6 goals for the quarter. Kicking with that breeze. Now Michael Owen for his second. It's accurate. And that makes it a 17-point lead to the Devils after 20 minutes.
Maybe off the ground, and Joe Rook, no, he's not. He's in the square, but trying to shift players around a little bit to get a bit more mobility.
Enders. Regolo! Top mark. Frank Regolo over the back of his brother, and opposition Oakleigh players for a big grab. That'll lift the team, especially if he can cap it off with a goal.
Yeah, it was a fine grab.
Not an easy shot. Breeze going from left to right, so he should be able to drift it back. And that Breeze does it. Or was it too late? It was. We saw it swing after it was past the goal line. The difference is 16 points.
Just on that, Bilby is actually at full forward. Joe Regolo's centre half forward, and Philby, of course, has taken up centre half back.
Over the top was Hanks. He tried to bring in the spectacular mark. And Joe Regolo fires in the pass to Shane Irwin. He'll shoot from the forward pocket.
Well, they're the players they've got to get in the game, Sandringham. They're running players. Howard's gone a little bit quiet in this quarter. Irwin's a player that can give them that mobility.
Has he learnt? He has. Second goal to Shane Irwin in the quarter, coming off the bench.
Played very, very well. And the thing I'm impressed about Oakleigh, at every opportunity they're endeavouring to move the ball, play on at all costs.
Oh, almost stolen by Fisher. Instead, it's stolen by Said. Almost a mark to Allen.
Gee.
Yes.
The free kick.
Off it goes to Smith from Hilliard rather. And now it's Hanks. Too much pace away from Bealby.
He's known for his pace, and hasn't he got some to burn?
Brett Hanks took it to the wing. Philby. On the half volley, Enders. Fisher, off to Irwin for number 3. No mistake. 3 in the quarter from interchange player Shane Irwin.
On top.
Yes, Nick Carty into the pocket. It's all Oakleigh. Oh, good mark in front.
Yes, the only place to be in front.
The difference is a goal.
Strong mark from Atherton too.
The Devils leading.
Gary Atherton down the middle. Volley from Dyson.
Oh.
Low, nice trap. Great skills, the big fellow. Handball to Clibben Gatiss. Desperation, will it pay off? Oh, top goal! Clibben Gatiss on the second attempt. His second. And they answered that one pretty quickly, the Devils.
He's very happy. What about this guy? God, he's played well low. The one-hand pickup.
Isn't he impressive, Sam? Like, he's very mobile for his size and very clever too. He kept the ball in his own corner. A great handball.
Straight onto the chest of Eves. We've played 31 minutes in this term.
He wanted to travel. Dalrymple. Oh, coming through Todd.
Oh, well done.
Garbuio, Cunningham, still chance for another Oakleigh goal up towards Preto. He's being closely checked, if not held. Oh, Owen puts it through. His third.
Gee, and what a mistake by Bilby. Dropping an easy mark. And Owen just picking up the remnants and threading it through. Here we see Cunningham, who's worked tirelessly. Oh, an easy mark dropped.
They're nice, those snaps, though, aren't they? On the left foot.
Yes, Michael Owen, after indiscretion in that early part of that first quarter, certainly been a prime mover in Oakleigh's side.
They've kicked 9 goals in this term, Sam. It's been a 13-goal quarter, hence all the time on. We've played over 6 minutes so far. Regolo, he might get a 50 as well. As the siren sounds for half-time, he'll have his kick. No, he's not taken any closer to goal, so it's going to be a testing kick, though he's had one from this very position. So he took the mark. Perhaps he made it look a little bit better. Todd arrives late, and I guess the juggle was there. But if he'd taken that first time, I think that would have been a 50-metre penalty, but the ball was in doubt again. Frank Regolo won't allow so much for the breeze this time. Well, he can be made a fool of. He's done exactly the same thing. So they could have been so much closer there. But it's a behind for Regolo right on the half-time. And what a very entertaining quarter of football that was. 13 goals kicked, the majority kicked by Oakleigh. They booted 9 in that term, and they've changed a 12-point deficit at the first break, the quarter-time break, into a 17-point lead.
I think he kicked the ball long too, Sam. Why would you want to fiddle with it like that?
Atherton's kick towards Cunningham. Off the hands, beautiful handball from Howard there to Enders. 2-on-1, it favours Sandy, and Regolo stands his ground.
Well, Peter, has Bob Keddie got the balance right now with Joe Regolo at centre half forward? Time will tell, but he certainly He's got the height to be a dangerous player there. Can he kick the goal?
The value of that long kick in the forward line, Phil, they had the numbers there.
Well, Frank missed 2 relatively easy shots at goal in that second quarter. Let's see if brother Joe can make amends. The family name has been defended. Joe Regolo's first goal of the afternoon, first blood of the 3rd term for Sandringham. Garbui, one of the men that sparked the Oaks in that second quarter.
That should be a 50.
That's a free kick to Lowe, who gets one fair in the middle of the back from Glenn Philby.
Why wasn't it a 50-metre penalty prior to that, Peter, though?
What, player over the mark?
Yes, definitely. Well, not just over the mark, but on the side. He had to be told to move out of the area.
Yeah. Battersby working in the mud. Desperation not lacking from either side. Enders handballing. Battersby put himself in well there. Flipped out from Philby. Enders towards Fisher. Smith used his body. It came off to Carty. Oh. He falls into that one, Atherton.
He's done very well in the last line of defence, Atherton. He's giving away inches, but doing very well.
I think Atherton's made the right move in leaving the England Test team to come and play for Oakleigh today.
Well, he's got more possibilities here, hasn't he?
I think he'll be followed out by a few more, just quietly.
Well, can we fit them all in VFA football, Sam?
Pratt long to the square. And Joe Regolo.
Well, Bob Keddie's pulled off a big move. Roscoe, hasn't he?
Indeed. Just a funny little aside. Glenn Philby and Greg Bilby took their boots off as they got into the rooms, and Bob sent them out onto the ground at half-time, and they were going to have to go bootless. He didn't have time to get their boots on. But
well, funny things happen in this strange game of Australian rules, don't they?
I've seen some funny things in Coburg's rooms at half-time too, when Phil's fired up. Anyway, here's Joe Regolo, and he's just hooked it. Should have kicked that one.
I believe all the funny things that happened around the Coburg Football Club have been stymied somewhat over the last few weeks.
Oh, explain yourself, Peter.
Well, apparently, certain convenience has been closed down.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's a funny world.
It is. Big fly there from Bealby, number 16, but it's Oakleigh who get the ball away. Merson hasn't got the pace. Owen. Good, beautiful handball. Sweeping it wide to Dyson.
Goal.
Time to try and pick out Preto, who's calling for it on the line. Not a good kick, but Owen's Lowe's stolen it and got the goal. Reno got it, in fact. Well, it was brought to ground by Lowe, and Preto's got his second.
It looked like Lowe was just going to pluck that mark too. He got it in the one hand. We'll see it here in a minute.
Mickey Owen's long hand pass, good hand pass.
I thought Dyson might have actually
had a shot, yes.
Well, I think he did, but well, maybe he tried to swing. Ooh.
Up to score.
Well, Connie.
Behind the pack, it's all Oakleigh. Fisher handing it off to Allen. Has to use his pace. Does very well, Anthony Allen. Gets clear. That's a terrific run from the last line of defence. It's gone astray, though, straight to Todd.
So often happens, doesn't it? Player dashes out, has a bounce, and it ends up in the opposition side's hands.
Preto! Came from behind again, and it paid off on this occasion. That little bit of extra spring on the back of Eves, giving him the advantage.
Fine mark.
Excellent grab.
That's what he relies on, and if he gets his confidence back with his marking, very hard man to stop. Oh! It's as close as you can get without bringing up 6 points.
Now, commentary box side, come the Devils. In front. The change player Johnson, it looks like, on to Lowe. Oh, nice turn. And a good-looking pass. Thought there might have been a clash coming up.
Doesn't he turn well, Lowe, left or right, and his kicking on the left foot is excellent. That time he's just spotted Owen beautifully.
And Phil, the sign of a very good play is he's cool in the cross. He doesn't panic when he's got the ball. He just holds on off that split second to pick the right option. And his disposal is, as you said, absolutely impeccable.
13 points in favour of Oakleigh. Owen going for goal number 4 to the Warrigal Road end. Allows for the breeze. Well, because he's put it through.
The locals getting a bit excited.
Yes, very boisterous. Well, they'll take over. 10th spot from Sandringham, and Brian Quirk told us before the match that a win here and they've got a chance to finish 8th, which won't be a bad performance in the 14-team competition, up from 2nd division last year into the combined VFA 1 division competition as it's driven forward by Fisher. Regolo, goal.
Oh, Joey boy, beautiful
Goal
stuff.
Smith, but he's not going to let it get away that easily. Little free kick to Bolty.
Wayne Bolty is at centre half back, and the breeze start lightly freshening. Oakleigh kicking into it this quarter, diving attempt by Lowe. Oh, that's tough. Colin Lowe covered in Warrigal Road mud in the middle. Now Keddie goes direct. Cunningham. Oh, well rode Dalrymple. Feeds it off to Sed. This is dangerous. Into the square. Regolo! And he's going to... Is he going to kick it? I thought he was going to just sneak it through. So 2 goals in the quarter to Joe Regolo. And Phil, you're right. It's been a good move by Bob Keddie. Here's the mark once more.
Yes, well, Brett Hanks is, well, I don't really see him as a key position player. I think he's certainly got his hands full on Joe Regolo.
6 points the difference in favour of Oakleigh. Garbuio, Eves, oh, spilled it. Preto had him by the arm. Where is it? Back with Eves. Well gathered in there by Keddie. They're away now, Sandy. Said. Towards Joe Regolo, he pushes off Hanks. Nice pick up from the big chap. Through the hands of Irwin. Allen can get it across to Frank Regolo. Goes himself. I think scores a level. They are.
That, and by Nolan will do it all over again. At the time on 3rd quarter. Howard. Been a bit quieter. Enders squeezes it forward. Keddie, oh, coming through, running hard of the footy is Hanks. Don't overrun it. He's got the fumbles. He gets out of it. He's had a tough quarter on Joe Regolo. Oh, Smith is well tackled by Eddie Fisher. Way he goes with it. Out to the leading Allen. Bolty. Kevin Dyson. A minute and a half into time on over the top. Johnson. Long bomb. Preno at the back. Uses his body strength. Quick recovery. Gets a bad bounce. Clifford Gators goes down. Off the ground by Sandy. The minor score. And Oakleigh by 1 point.
Well, they're around us having a go at Sam, saying he's not a bad full forward, is he, Sam? But I think he tripped his own man there, Reno.
Yes, there was a bit of confusion there.
That's Smith getting it out to Johnson. Almost lookalikes, those two. Diving mark taken by Glenn Philby. We've played 27 minutes into the term. That behind, rushed at the other end, gives Oakleigh a 1 point lead. Who's up quickest? Battersby. Off to Smith. Nice handball. Owen always looking to deliver the ball to a teammate. He's gone along. Preto against Eves. Good judgment. To the delight of the Oakleigh supporters.
Clifford Gators going off.
Yes, and
I think a knee injury.
that happened in the goal square in that little mix-up with Reno Preto. As Preto puts through the goal. His third, he's 10 away from the century now. Stick their head in the box and go Cobras.
Go.
Philby to Regolo. And a good mark, Joe. 3 goals for the quarter. If he kicks it long enough, he'll have 4, but he's going to go for a pass.
It's a high pass.
Well, he's directing it. Irwin underneath it. What if he wasn't kicking at goal? Unselfish play by Regolo. Said trying to weave his way through onto the left foot. Hits the post. The goal, the difference.
Doing a bit of gardening, was he? Trying to weed his way through onto the left foot. Excellent performance from Sid. And it's been an excellent game of football. It's three-quarter time. And that's how close Sandringham came to levelling things up, or getting to within 1 point. As it is, they're exactly a goal behind. They were 17 points behind at half-time, so they won the honours in that quarter. Sandy. Todd. Hilliard. Oh, good grab. Owen. Started off slowly, but has put in a very solid 2.5 quarters, and that's a fine mark. 13 possessions for him.
They love him down here at Oakleigh, and all the supporters will tell you he's certainly one of their best players. Talk about him in glowing terms, and that was a very good mark, and the goal would certainly cap it off.
Going for his 5th. A good 50 metres out, slight angle. It's there. Well, that was a very handy goal. First one of the term.
Well, to elaborate upon the phone call, Ross.
Well, the gentleman said that the reason the goal umpire taps his himself after a behind is so as to prevent the boundary umpires having to run down because the ball be kicked in. I checked with the goal umpire, and that indeed is correct. As Frank Regolo.
And so your cheque will be in the mail. And when would you like to join us in the commentary seat?
Of course, that begs the question for the goal of the...
Is he still...
That's a fine overhead mark. He's been probably their best forward. Well, he has been their best forward, most certainly. It's a better kick.
He's learned from his earlier shots at goal. He couldn't get straighter than that. Frank Regolo kicks his first. And the bounce back comes from the Zebras.
What's the most goals kicked by two brothers in the one VFA game, Ross?
Oh, well, look, I'll see Fred Critchley. He'll know that.
He's had a trivia night, Phil, during the week somewhere, no doubt. What is the answer, Phil? As a matter of interest?
I'll tell you later.
A goal separate the teams. 4.5 minutes into the last quarter. Punch from Bealby. Dyson being forced backwards. Smith. Descent, strong mark. Had to reposition himself about 3 times under the floating ball. Bit hurried in the kick though. Oh, what courage from Hilliard. Off to Lowe. If he kicks the goal, number 4 can take the credit. Not a good kick from number 17, Lowe.
What a shame, because Wes Hilliard is regarded around Oakleigh as one of their real tough players, and that was a very, very courageous mark we see here. Going with the flight of the ball, always in danger, and quick enough to hand the ball off to, or smart enough, in fact.
Yeah, great play, Phil.
And full back. They've got another chance to push it back there again. Johnson's high one. Oh, Owen, brilliant strength through his opponent 2 metres away just with his chest.
Aren't they lovely to watch those marks? You see a player position, you can see them, they're working so hard, and then just at the last minute. One of the great aspects of the great Australian game.
Well, he kicked one from a little further out than this a few minutes ago.
They go, right? Yep.
Michael Owen for his 6th. No mistake at all. 13 points the difference in favour of Oakleigh.
Been superb exhibition of goal kicking by Michael Owen.
He's happy.
The vice-captain.
And this is, Phil, you're right. Excellent body strength displayed here by Owen.
Lead from Regolo. Hanks with him, held out and allows Irwin in. The short is on. Oh, intercepted. Well done, Terry Smith.
Do you know, Ross, what's fantastic about that? Terry Smith knew straight away to get back into defence to cover that, and that's why he was able to pluck the ball. Good experience, disciplined football.
Coach would be happy.
Very.
As Todd drives it over centre wing. Johnson backing back, a strong mark from Philby.
Brian Quirk didn't look happy, he looks worried, as all coaches are.
There's Todd again.
Cunningham.
Sorry. Right. Low. Willed it to come to him. Wills some pace out of the legs and finds it. Top goal! Inspirational stuff. He's been held in check for the last quarter and a half, but Colin Lowe kicks his 5th with his 21st possession.
He backs himself in here too, Peter. He knows he's got the pace to get past Philby there, and he takes the field on, and that is a fantastic bit
down
of play.
for Sandringham. They're under pressure at the moment. The difference is 18 points in favour of Oakleigh. Still time for Sandy. Fisher's long handball to Allen. No, it's not. It's Merson. Regolo flies. Howard. Too far out to score. Irwin against Atherton. In comes Joe Regolo. Good shepherding. Tackle from Atherton. It might have swung him enough to hook it through. Mark taken by his brother Frank. Regolo from a metre out. And off goes Enders. But this is a vital kick for goal, which shouldn't be missed by Frank Regolo. And the difference then would be 2 goals. Good shepherding there coming from Said.
It's a good kick, really, with the tackle on him too by Joe Regolo.
Frank Regolo gets his 2nd of the quarter. So the brothers, the key, I think, for Sandringham. They're 2 goals down.
Quite went out, hasn't he?
Todd. Cunningham outleaped, and Dyson outleaps the lot of them.
He can take a big grab, this boy.
Kevin Dyson, 32nd possession. It's a rainmaker. Lowe and Owen get in one other's way. Garbuio steals it. Preto. Oh, free kick and the mark. Nothing Ease could do about that. Well, one thing can be said, that Sam Kekovich down in Tasmania has given us a talking point for the rest of the season, and all the Oakleigh supporters. Every time Preto gets within cooey.
It was a good effort to hold the mark, wasn't under the pressure from Eves.
It was. 4th goal for Reno Preto. And some of that pressure taken off Oakleigh as the lead goes out to 18 points again, halfway through the last quarter. Pratt. Sandringham perhaps aren't dead yet. Well, it didn't find his target, and you can see the disappointment from Frank Regolo behind as Balti intercepts Johnson. They're queuing up for it now. Here's the captain, Smith. Not a good handball. Atherton under pressure from Irwin. He didn't take possession. Smith was there to help him out. Great work from the skipper. Johnson got it across to Garbuio. Too much pace. Preto, too much strength.
Did he push him out or didn't he? And Mark gives a quick glance at the umpire, or was it a long stare maybe? Just an ordinary full forward. Take a bow, Sam Kekovich.
No, he's played an excellent game, Preto.
5 goals for Reno Preto.
And
he's pretty happy.
Yes, and it's been a hard-working performance too. The goals haven't come easily. He's taken strong overhead marks, and he's done a lot of work at ground level.
I think you'll have to do better than that to get in the good books with Connie Preto. So you have to pull out a few of the superlatives.
I've got no intentions of endeavouring to get in the good books. I'm just reporting it as I see it.
And we love to hear you eating humble pie too.
I have no need to eat humble pie.
So 25 points. The Devils lead by 19 minutes gone. Final quarter. They've got the momentum up, kicking to the end with the breeze.
Yeah, this has been a big effort by Oakleigh, really, hasn't it? Because during different stages of the game, you would have Sandy looked to have a bit more class about them.
More commitment. Dunkley. Like Frankston and Brunswick last week. Brunswick going down. Now Hilliard. The sleeves. Underneath is Owen. And hasn't he been a will o' the wisp?
Sure has. And where's Hilliard too? He's done a lot of hard work, Pete, hasn't he?
Garbuio's been a very good rover.
I think Ross hit it on the head. Commitment, though. Extremely tenacious side, Oakleigh.
Yes, Brian Quirk's done a very good job with them.
Now, will this be goal number 7? Michael Owen has had chances before. Bit wind behind him. Crowd like it. Goal umpire likes it. 2 fingers, 7 goals to Michael Owen.
And 4 superb long goals from Owen. So rugby has been a tremendous...
No, it's loose ruck, not enough standing on each other's legs and heads for a rugby, is it? Oh, shouldn't say that.
No, of course you can say it. One aspect of the game that I would never be able to come to terms with is being stomped on the head, especially by an All Black, as Lowe kicks a goal for the purple and yellows. The Devils really rubbing salt into the wound here. It's similar to the game down at Sandringham. 6 goals for Colin Lowe. They beat them by 41 that day, and they're stretching it out to that sort of proportions now.
One of the players mentioned that we needed to play well in the last quarter too, Peter. Lowe. It was a bit quiet in the third, but he's really bounced back. And Owen, great play. Great handballs.
Linked up superbly.
Yes, good side.
38 points is the lead for Oakleigh.
Oh, Cunningham wins it beautifully. Over the top from Dyson, another possession. Johnson and Owen, Michael Owen. He's having a look at the smile.
Gee, that mosquito fleet, haven't they? Just absolutely torn Sandringham apart.
But Cunningham's ruck work, Sam, that knockout in the centre was just copybook stuff.
Yes, Brian Quirk used Cunningham as an example too. His players at 3/4 time, beaten 3 opponents. 6 marks for the quarter to Michael Owen, the Devils vice-captain. This for number 8. It's there! 4 goals for the quarter and 8 for the match to Michael Owen.
But you haven't seen a lot of Michael Owen, obviously, because Oakleigh have been playing in 2nd division, but he can really play football. Elusive, clever, and a great kick at goal.
So you call that right, Phil?
Regolo, Cunningham. Loose one. Battersby over to Descent, and Descent kicks a goal too. The Devils are running riot and lead now by 51 points.
Well, they've just absolutely steamrolled Sandringham this last quarter. There's once again Cunningham getting involved.
Tackles. Kevin Dyson, a great tackle.
And the facet of their play that I really like, Phil, is that they are absolutely desperate, and they run down straight down the line and attack the ball, and it really has an unsettling effect on the opposition at times.
They've had 2 9-goal quarters kicking to that eastern end, Oakleigh. In the second term, they turned a 12-point deficit into a 17-point lead. And now they've stretched a 6-point lead to a 51-point lead. Howard trying to make it look respectable for Sandy. They got 1 goal back. So the skipper kicks his 3rd goal. Cunningham's tackle on Allen, who never had the ball. Anthony Allen. Very crowded forward line confronting him. Oh, man in front will be paid, Howard. Well, you saw the Oakleigh players go for the mark on that occasion. Atherton, number 3, and number 13, Hanks.
Yes, and you should punch the ball when you're behind, especially when you're a defender.
Fine judgment.
Howard kicks his 4th goal. Difference now is 38 points in favour of Oakleigh. 30 minutes gone, last quarter.
Yeah, he's kept battling hard, Glenn Howard. You know, against the odds. that this is a fine overhead mark. Some poor defence, as Phil mentioned, obviously from behind. You must punch.
Again, Cunningham wins it, and it was almost taken away by Garbuio. Off the ground from Balti. Here's Garbuio. Well met by Enders. Allen. Trying to get away from Johnson. Did it very well, Anthony Allen. Dalrymple. She's all over. Oakleigh. Very happy winners here today. They've done it in style. 38-point victors over Sandringham. They've had a 9-goal fourth quarter. They had a 9-goal second term. And they've won out very convincing winners today. Major goal kicker of the day, Michael Owen, who kicked 8. A lot of routes to goal today for the Oakleigh side. 6 goals for Lowe, 5 for Preto, 2 for Clibben Gaitis, who was injured. And there is the major goal kicker, Owen. Garbuio got a single, as did Descent. While for Sandringham, 4 goals for Howard, 3 to Regolo. That's Joe Regolo and Shane Irwin. Frank Regolo kicked 2, as did Royce Enders. Singles for Fisher and Allen. But a very happy Oakleigh side under Brian Quirk. They said they had something to prove, that they could hold their heads up in the top company. And they've certainly shown that here today. Second Division premiers. And looking to finish higher on the ladder than the 10th they are after today's win over Sandringham. Ross Booth is down at ground level, and he'll be talking to the man of the match shortly. But let's wrap up VFL round 19. Len Thompson.
Yes, we've got to finish this game off. Hawthorn were able to go away with the game in the last quarter. There was a struggle. Melbourne did put on an effort. They outscored Hawthorn the second half of the match, but couldn't go on with it. Obviously losing Wilson was a worry to them, and then the rest of their injured players not being able to line up, they were struggling. There was a time when they looked as if they were going to be competitive, but they lost the pressure in the middle of the ground, which enabled Dunstall to get on top of Grinter, and he was able just to kick the goals. The difference at the end of the game, 24 points. Hawthorn 12-15-87 to Melbourne 9-9-63. Final scores now other games: an easy win to Geelong 18-16-164, Footscray 10-14-74. Fitzroy went away in the last quarter. They're 11-6-72 to West Coast 5-10-40. Essendon 15-11-101 to Brisbane 7-5-47.
Thanks, Len, and there's our final score. 38-point winners were Oakleigh over Sandringham. Well, the ground deserting here, but down to the rooms, I guess, where it's a very lively scene, and I guess most of the crowd are crammed. Ross Booth is down there with the Victoria side.
Thanks, Peter. Yes, well, they're very happy down here, and Bill Jewell, the Chief Executive ANA, has the best player of the match, the ANA player of the match, Michael Owen, the Vice-Captain. 8 goals to him. Go for it, Bill.
Congratulations. Congratulations on winning the ANA trophy. Thanks a lot. All the best.
Well done, Michael. 8 goals, and we've got the coach here, Brian Quirk, so a couple of happy players. Been a tough year for the Devils.
Yeah, well, hopefully next year we'll go on with it. You know, we've blooded a few good players this year, and look forward to next year.
Well, you've picked a good day to have good form against on the television against Sandringham, beaten them twice in the year. And Brian, we had a tough job picking the best player. It would have been Terry Smith or Colin Lowe. Very pleased with the boys.
Yeah, we had a lot of very good players, and it was a team effort. Terry Smith was a great leadership. Cunningham in the ruck, fantastic. Lowe gave us plenty up forward, and Mickey Owen, terrific stuff. So, but it was a team effort, a consistent effort. So, very happy. Up the Oaks.
Well, we're very happy down here. And you reckon you can go on from here next year, a solid base?
Oh, well, you know, it's this year was a consolidating year for us, and you know, the players have enjoyed the experience. It is a learning experience. You can't step in and set the world on fire immediately. So, you know, we're hoping to be a better strength next year.
And you'll be here next year?
Well, I just want to finish this year out first.
Okay, guarded Brian Quirk, but he's going to enjoy himself tonight. A terrific win today by the Devils over Sandringham.